Hello student, this is Manisha Tomar and my dear student, today we will start electrochemistry for class 12 for all boards, either you are from UP board, CBSE board or from ICIC board, as well as if you are students of BSc or BTech. This electrochemistry unit is in all the syllabus. So I will explain this chapter according to demand of every course, either you are school students or you are of college students. So let's start this chapter from the basic level. First of all, what is the electrochemistry? Electrochemistry is made by the two terms electro plus chemistry. Electro means electricity and chemistry means chemistry. Means the study of production of electricity from energy released during spontaneous chemical reactions. Means electrochemistry is the combo of electrical and chemistry, and in this is the study of production of electricity from energy released during the spontaneous reaction. Means जब इलेक्ट्रोकेमिस्ट्री क्या है, इलेक्ट्रोकेमिस्ट्री साइंस की वो ब्रांच है जिसमें हम स्टडी करते हैं कि कैसे हम इलेक्ट्रिसिटी प्रोड्यूस कर सकते हैं, कैसे एनर्जी जनरेट हो सकती है किसी भी केमिकल रिएक्शंस की ड्यूरेशन में. अगर कोई केमिकल रिएक्शन स्पॉन्टेनियस चल रही है तो उससे हम कैसे एनर्जी प्रोड्यूस कर सकते हैं. दैट स्टडी इज कॉल्ड केमिस्ट्री, इलेक्ट्रोकेमिस्ट्री. द ब्रांच ऑफ केमिस्ट्री इन विच वी स्टडी हाउ टू केमिकल एनर्जी इज कन्वर्टेड इनटू इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी और वाइस वर्सा. केमिस्ट्री की वो ब्रांच जिसमें हम स्टडी करते हैं कि कैसे हम केमिकल एनर्जी को इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं या इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी को केमिकल एनर्जी में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं. दैट ब्रांच ऑफ साइंस इज कॉल्ड इलेक्ट्रोकेमिस्ट्री. इलेक्ट्रोकेमिस्ट्री with the basic fundamental part of the electrochemistry is the electrochemical cells. What are electrochemical cell? Electrochemical cell is a device which is constructed by two electrodes. Here is electrode, two electrodes. Here is something missing, two electrodes. Electrodes and electrolytes and converted chemical energy into electrical energy. Means इलेक्ट्रोकेमिकल एक डिवाइस है जिसमें जो कंस्ट्रक्ट होती है टू इलेक्ट्रोड्स एंड टू इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स से, इलेक्ट्रोड्स एंड इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स से. और क्या होता है इसमें हम केमिकल एनर्जी को कन्वर्ट करते हैं इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी में. दैट ब्रांच ऑफ केमिस्ट्री, दैट डिवाइस इज कॉल्ड इलेक्ट्रोकेमिकल डिवाइस. We have different types of electrochemical cell. Basically, we have two types of electrochemical cell. First one is the electrolytic cells and other are the galvanic cells. Electrolytic cells and galvanic cells. The cells in which electrical energy is converted into the chemical energy. The cells which convert electrical energy into chemical energy are called electrolytic cells. Means वो डिवाइस जिसमें इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी का कन्वर्जन होता है केमिकल एनर्जी में, उसे हम क्या बोलते हैं उसे इलेक्ट्रोलाइटिक सेल. सेल्स विच आर used in electroplating, electrotyping and electro-refining of metals are called electrolytic cell. These are the application electroplating में यूज़ होती हैं ये cells, electrotyping में यूज़ होती हैं, electro-refining में यूज़ होती हैं. उन्हें हम ये applications होती हैं जिन्हें हम electrolytic cells कहते हैं. These cells convert chemical energy into electrical energy are called galvanic cells. Means the cells which converts chemical energy into electrical energy are called galvanic cells. Example: dry cell, Leclanché cells, Daniell cells and voltaic cells. Means अगर मैं इसको summarize करूँ in two words, electrolytic cell is the conversion of electrical energy into chemical energy, and galvanic cell is the conversion of chemical energy into electrical energy. So we have discussed here up to different types of galvanic electrochemical cell. Now we will learn here electrolytes. What are electrolytes? Electrolytic conductors. Means electrolytes are good conductors for heat and electricity. Electrolytes are conductors for electricity. They are of two types on the basis of degree of dissociation. So dear students, here we will discuss what are electrolytes. Dear students, suppose you have any metallic rod, a pure metal, suppose it is zinc rod. This is now zinc metal which is found in the solid state zinc metal. This time this is just zinc metal. If it will dissolve in its own solution, suppose here is the zinc sulfate solution or any other acid solution, and this rod is dipped in this solution, zinc rod yani zinc metal rod is dipped in this solution, it will be ionized into zinc solid to zinc aqueous, zinc solid to zinc aqueous and lose 2 electrons. In this condition, when any substance is dissolved in any pure metallic rod metal is dipped into its own solution, that solution is called electrolyte. This solution is called electrolyte, and the zinc rod is called electrode. Zinc rod is called electrode. We have two types of electrode. One is the anode and other is the cathode. We have two types of electrode, anode and cathode, on the basis of transfer of electrons. Now we will discuss the types of electrolytes on the basis of degree of dissociation. Degree of dissociation means breakdown of the substances. Suppose we have NaCl, and when it dissolves in water, it completely dissociates into its constituent ions. So here we find Na positive plus Cl negative. Dissociate, suppose we have HCl, and when it dissolves in water, it dissociates into H positive plus Cl negative. Here approximately 90% plus HCl dissociate into H positive and Cl negative. So on the basis of degree of dissociation, capacity of dissociation or amount of dissociation, we can classify electrolytes in two categories: weak electrolytes and strong electrolytes. Weak electrolytes which have low degree of dissociation, and strong electrolytes which have high degree of dissociation. First we will discuss strong electrolytes. The electrolytes which dissociate completely into their constituent ions in the solutions are called strong electrolytes. The degree of dissociation of these electrolytes should be 1. And these are the strong electrolytes. Here are some examples of strong electrolytes. We can classify electrolytes in three categories on the basis of their chemical constituents: strong acids, bases and salts. Strong acids, strong bases and inorganic salts. HCl, HNO3 and H2SO4, these mineral acids completely dissociate into their constituent ions on dissolving of the water. So they are called strong acids, and they are also strong electrolytes. Strong bases, like these are strong bases: barium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide. They also act as a strong electrolyte. Inorganic salt like NaCl, KCl, BaCl and ammonium nitride, these are all inorganic salts, and they dissociate completely in water, so that they are also called strong electrolytes. Now we will discuss about the weak electrolytes. The electrolytes which do not dissociate much in aqueous solution are called weak electrolytes. Means the electrolytes are substances which do not dissociate into their constituent ions are called weak electrolytes. The degree of dissociation is less than 1 for weak electrolytes, while in case of strong electrolytes, the degree of dissociation is equals to 1, and here should be less than 1. Again, weak electrolyte we can classify in three categories: organic acids, inorganic bases and inorganic salts. Acetic acid, oxalic acid and benzoic acid, all these acids are organic acids, and these cannot completely dissociate in their aqueous solution, so that they are used as a weak electrolyte. Same here, ammonium organic amines are here. Aniline, ethylamine or methylamine, they also act as a weak electrolyte because they cannot be completely, they have low degree of dissociation, means less than 1. And HgCl2 and blood acetate are also inorganic salt which has low degree of dissociation, so that they act as a weak electrolyte. Inorganic acids like HCN and H3BO4, boric acid, ammonium hydroxide and cupric hydroxide also act as a weak electrolyte, while they are inorganic bases and these are inorganic acids. Now we will discuss next topic in our next part, which will be electrolytic conductors. So wait for my next video. Thank you so much student. If you like this video, kindly subscribe my channel for finding all the descriptive videos, and also like this video and share with your friends. Thank you so much, and also do complete this part because you are going to this time also practical board examination. Thank you dear student, thank you so much.